Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. As you can see right there live on the screen, it is August 10th, 2017. Bitcoin is still looking strong at 3,300. Bitcoin Cash right below 300. And today, it's all about NANO. You can see somebody must have took the blue pill, because we are about to see how far the rabbit hole goes. NANO is taking off right now. It's pretty incredible. You know, I don't think, put it this way, it may be, but I don't think this is one massive chain bang coin pump and dump. I think this is just industrialized fiat money finally realizing the future and the potential that exists inside this cryptoverse. And as a result, they cashing out their dollars and cashing in on some NANO. And that's pretty cool. NANO is basically Ethereum's version of, China's version of Ethereum that allows for, multiple building protocols to create new products of the future via the blockchain. And it's really, really, really amazing. Really amazing. The capabilities and the technology that it offers, that it's presenting. And as a result, you can see that price is jumping through the roof right now. Jumping through the roof right now. But first things first, before we get into that, I'm gonna show you how that chart break down. I'm gonna break it down like a fraction, just like a boss do. But before we do that, we got to get somebody paid. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK. They call me the crypto trader, and I am the boss of these charts. As you will see every day on my channel, somebody is getting paid. You know why? Because every day is Thanksgiving. We break bread together and we eat together. If you get here a little bit early next time, if you want to try to win some free cash, every month I give away a couple $100 out my pocket just to my people. So if you want to get your turn, just jump on a little bit early. We run a contest, and today's contest question of the day was about jumping in the market. We got a bunch of people. I just talked to a lady earlier this week, was just jumping in the market for the first time. And so the question of the day, if you had $1,000 right now, but you can only buy one coin, what coin will it be? You know what? And my people showed up. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pick two people that will be today's winners. Let's see. Let's see who those people are. Who we got? Let's go. Let's jump up a little bit. Bam! Let's go with Isabel G. And my man, Austin Seeley. He said SafeX, and she said NANO. So this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna screenshot your picture right now and put you up in the Facebook group. The #1 Bitcoin group in the world. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me get you guys posted. On the Hawk, smash that like button. My man, Mighty Joe, I appreciate the love, man. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to this money. Cool. All right, so it's just that easy. Now let's get back to the markets and let's make this money. This is one of the charts I posted in the group earlier, in the Facebook group. What we're going to do on this chart is a little bit more advanced. It's a little bit methodical in strategy, and it does not follow the basic structure of our teaching. And that's because what NANO just did is not basic by any definition. But you can see, when you understand how the chart works, there's a rationality behind every structure, right? If it can be built, it can be broken. And that's what I do, is I break these charts down like a fraction to understand how they work from the inside out, so I can understand what to expect next. So let's look at NANO. First of all, this is a tradingview.com, TradingView chart. If this is your first time watching my channel, watching this first video, this website is amazing. I have a link in the description right there. If you click that little box and scroll down a few, you will see free charts, BD Kelly. You click that link, that will get you set up on TradingView. You click the link right above it, watch a few videos. The first one is called How to Chart Like a Boss. I take 40 minutes and I walk you through step by step how to get your chart to look exactly like mine right now. And so now we're in a situation on TradingView. The averages we normally use are 7, 21, 77. This is a 343-minute chart, but I just threw that up there just so you can see how it breaks down. I live on a 21-minute chart. And so this information that I pulled out came from a 21-minute chart. It's confirmed on a 343, but you'll see where I got it from in a second, just to make sure. So we have three trend lines, 7, 21, and 77. That white one is a 231. I just threw that up there just to see like the momentum that's inside of it, which is pretty astonishing. Okay, so first things first. How do we draw this chart? What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys from scratch. Instead of I showed you the answer, right? Now let's show you step by step how you can do it yourself. This is, again, what happened with NEO does not normally happen in the markets. And so don't think that, you know, coins just normally jump up 80, 100%, you know, inside of 24 hours. And that's normal, especially outpacing Bitcoin when Bitcoin's in an uptrend. That's not normal by any stretch of the word. But it does show the strength of the market and the money that is coming into the market right now. That's the biggest thing to try to remember is money, money, money. Follow the money. That's why I like NEO. That's why I like other coins in the top, 50, top 100, top 20, because the money, it's real easy to follow it, and if you know where to look, you know where you're going. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to clear this chart of everything. Remove all drawing tools. Bam. And now we're starting from scratch. Now you get to see firsthand how I come up with my methods, how I come up with my theology, and ultimately what I use to make some money. We don't need the 231. So this is what any regular person, your first time after you watch that how to chart like a boss, that's what your chart looks like right now, right? Do you buy or do you sell? Question. That's the question we all want to know. But there's something else you need to understand before you can begin to articulate that answer. And that lies in the relationship of these three lines. I always tell you the story of the brothers, big brother, little brother, and the Papa Bear, right? Little brother is only 7 years old. He likes to run around, go outside. He has a lot of friends, and sometimes when they come over, they all go crazy and, run around, but they always got to come back home, right? Granddad, he just sit on the porch and watch the kids. So granddad is 77 years old. He don't really like to go out, Older brother is 21, right? He cool, but he still look out for his little brother. So when his little brother want to go play, he'll go play. So essentially these three lines have their own individual psychologies, but together they tell us the entire story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on time right here on this first little spike right there, because that was almost like a field trip. That was like little brother convinced Papa Bear and Big Brother to come outside and play. You see that? And they all went up, had a nice little field trip together. They went outside the house, checked it out before they went back in. So that's where we go start. Again, it's a 3:43-minute chart, 7:21.77. You might want to hit that thumbs up button right now. I want as many people as possible to see how they should be able to break down a chart. This is how you chart like a boss. Let's do it, right? Green to orange, right? Remember back in the day, I would say whenever the green, the red, and the orange came together at one central point, that is when lightning strikes. And as a result, that line, all three of them came together. So all three of them were able to move as one. But what we want to do is I actually want to zoom in a little bit more to see the biggest separation between the green and the red. And again, this is not overly, I don't normally do this, but you see that little dip right there? That was the little brother checking in. And if you notice, his candle even went inside the house, right? His candle went inside the house and then he went right back outside. So that's actually the marker in time that I'm looking for. So I'm going to start my trend line right there because that's when he had full permission to go outside and have some fun. And that's when it started. Now let's look at the next point in time when the party shut down. And back in the day, this is how I would draw my trend lines. I would get all the way up in there to where, I knew the exact moment in time that information changed. And that is what I would anchor into. And so now we go all the way up to where it broke down at, right? So we see that was a long way, right? He went outside for a while, right? And so now what we're looking for should be at right around 4-1 is the moment it broke down and started to come back in. And with this information, we're essentially getting the entire run rate of the little brother, of the green line. So basically we're seeing when he's as excited as he can ever be, will ever be, that's his quick run rate, right? That's the farthest he's allowed to go from home, right? That's it. That's it. That's why I did the last possible moment to the highest possible moment. And so that's what that line tells me. But that's not all we need to know. We also need to know where we're at right now and what's happening right now. Because you can see little brother is just getting kind of crazy, right? He went so far out that he's finally coming back down a little bit, but we don't know, we don't know where he might get permission again to take off at. So now this is where we do the Fibonacci tool at. And for those of you that are relatively new, again, this is somewhat more advanced. I don't often use a Fibonacci. I don't often need to. Because when lightning strike, it basically tells you that something big is about to happen. So I don't need all those advanced tools a lot of the times. But for this, I'm using it, and I'm using it in a method that is unique to my strategy. So all I'm doing, again, is going in and identifying the exact trend line we just did. And those are going to be the 2 points I use for my Fibonacci. Bam. Bam. Right? And we can see that right away, this thing is facing the wrong way. So what I had to do on top of that is you got to reverse this thing to say, okay, I want it to go up because it can go one of two ways. It can either go up or it can go down. And I want this thing to be going up to let me know what the different levels are up there. right? So now we got that, right? And now you can see just in that one trend line that we drew on little brother, you know, on his first field trip away from home. He basically had a sleepover, right? 7 years old, went to his first sleepover. There we go, right there. ANTSHARES, June 13th, went on his first sleepover, you know. From that little moment in time, look at how well these levels are respected. We got that one. Ceiling became the floor, and then it took off out the door. But that's not all that we know. Look at that up there. That's why we do a Fibonacci. That's why we anchor it into a moment in time to where we can learn the most kind of information, the most information possible, and still have it anchored into reality. But look at what else we can do. You can see that basically little brother, you know, he went on his first field trip, had to come back home, but then he was allowed to go back out again, right? And then even over here, he had to come back. Right there, he was allowed to go out again. So all we're going to do now is we're going to take our trend line, copy it, paste it, and we're going to line it up to the highest point that little brother could go. Bam, right? Do it again. Highest point. Bam, right? And look at what that shows us. That now shows us, it basically gave us that moment in time where ANTSHARES broke down at. So what's the reality of this situation now? What's going to happen now, and it's going to happen rather quickly, is ANTSHARES has to make a decision, because it's no longer, little brother is no longer on his field trip, right? Right? That's over. So now ANTSHARES is either going to step up or step down on those exact levels. So these are your levels right here, 0.0085. When that is broken, expect it to go down and test 0.006. Now, what do I think? What else can we learn? We can also learn from a 21-minute chart. And this is where the fractal harmonics come in, because you're charting with a boss. So I understand, you know, these charts talk and I listen, you know. So now we see green up, green down. Check this out. Check this out. This is freestyling too. I'm freestyling on a Fibonacci right now. Hey, Skrilla, put that in a record. Freestyling on a Fibonacci. My man Crypto Skrilla over there. I ain't listened to it yet, but you know, he said he shouted me out in a rap song. So I appreciate the love, brother. I appreciate the love. I ain't never been in a rap song before. So now we can do something like that and learn the interior angles that ANTSHARES is playing on in this meantime. This is a 21-minute chart. This is how this works. So now as it's stepping down, and you can see it tested that 786 right there and bounced off. It's not ready to go down yet. So what's going to happen is that green line is going to come all the way down to the red line. You know, those candles are probably going to sit sideways until that green line and that red line meet, until little brother and big brother have a talk. And what's going to happen more than likely is it's going to step down, right? Little brother is going to go under big brother. Big brother is going to see that and be like, ah, oh, okay, fine. Fun's over. And he's going to start to come down. And when they both get back down to grandpa, down here somewhere, is when they will figure out if they want to keep going higher or if they want to go back inside for a little bit. And that, my friends, is how you chart like a boss. So do you buy or do you sell? I would say if you have it right now, given this chart, let me see, 21 minutes, 7 minutes. Now is a good time. Hold on. Because see, you can even jump on a 7 minute too. Now is not break up to break down. Check this out. We could do this one right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Look at all these levels. Look at all these levels. What's that? What's that song? Is levels to this? You know, look at that. Look at that. This is called fractal harmonics. People ask me why I patented my strategy. This is why, because it works. And I want my people to have it for free. So that's why I patented this forecasting method, because it works. And I don't want any company to be able to take it, put a bow on it, and try to sell it to you for $10,000 when I made it and I'm giving it to you for free. So everybody that talk about, oh, it's patented, you know, why is it patented? That's why, because I know firsthand companies are greedy and they care about profit. And I got a beauty right here. Look at that. So this is exactly what's happening. These are the different levels that ANTSHARES is stepping down, and those are the levels you want to sell it at. So essentially, it broke that level. It broke the 786. Now it already tested the 618. When it breaks that one, it's going to go down to the next level, which is the 823. So this is a 7 minute chart, you guys, and that's what this is how I can see what's happening inside these charts, and you can do the exact same thing. You just anchor it in one moment, and from that one moment, you can learn the smallest detail possible to where now we know that ANTSHARES is going to bounce right at 0.0082. I'm telling you right now, if ANTSHARES is going down, which it is, you know, for the time being, ANTSHARES, it was over, it was running for a while. That little brother got tired, but it is going to bounce at 0.081. So I might, for those of you swing traders like myself, I might put a buy order at 0.008 just to fill it, knowing that this thing is going to swing up a little bit, you know, before it comes back down. That's how you swing trade. That's how you, you know, that's how you make profit, right? I don't care what price ANTSHARES is, you know, 2 years from now, because I know I can make all this profit just stepping up and stepping down the ladder, right? What we call that? We call that walking the dog, right? Dog on a leash. I control where the dog's going. That's how you control where the dog's going. By saying, okay, ANTSHARES, I see you. I learned. I saw you had your first sleepover. You know, 7 years old, had your first sleepover back here, June 12th. Time you had fun. You ate some pizza. You stayed up till 2 in the morning, right? Right there, bam, right? But now we know exactly what's happening, and nobody will be able to show you how to do that. You know why? Because they living on a daily chart. If you look on a daily chart right now, that's what you see. What does that tell you? Absolutely nothing. But when you got a guy that knows fractal harmonics, that understands, conscious geometries, you know, all this stuff that these YouTube channels talk about that don't nobody want you to listen to, your boy done listen, you know, and your boy understands how it works in the charts, and your boy is giving you this information for free. So if you appreciate that kind of information, all I ask you to do right now is just hit that thumbs up button. You might want to click that little bell on the side, because as you can see, you know, you are now rocking with the best. I live in these charts. They talk to me, and I convert that, you know, into lines, symmetry, and profit for my people. And it's just that easy. That is how you chart like a boss. Oh, shout out to Ricky Rose. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's all I got. That's ANTSHARES right now, man. That's the best ANTSHARES chart you go see inside of 10 minutes, you know, anywhere on YouTube. If you find a better one, let me know. Please let me know. I will shake that man's hand. That being said, if you in the chat right now, do me a favor, start shouting your country out. I'm gonna run through our little Facebook group, and then I'm coming back to y'all to show y'all some love. I got to get off of here. I ain't ate all day. I've been on like 2-3 calls. I need to run, go grab some food. But ANTSHARES is crazy. Is gone up ridiculous amounts. But if it keeps going down, just know those are the levels that it's gonna go down to. The minute it catches its breath, it's gonna follow the path of least resistance, which is to continue going up at the angle that we just saw it go up with. But we already know all of this information. So it is solid. It is just taking a little break right now. And if you want to swing trade it, that's your opportunity to make some profit on the dips and on the bounces. I really do enjoy doing this. I hope you guys find some of this information beneficial. It really changed my life. And my mission is to help it change as many others as possible. So next up, the #1 Bitcoin group in the world, 7,000 members and strong 7,000 too, strong. I invite you. The doors is always open, man. We got about 1,000 new people every week. All I ask is that you keep it positive, right? Just remember that we are here to support each other. We are here to learn from each other. And most importantly, we are here to empower each other. So the number one rule, we're community. Be supportive, be helpful, or be booted, right? We don't try to scam each other. We don't try to sell each other faucets and Nigerian email bank accounts. Like we don't do that. We come here, we show the charts. I learn from a lot of people in this group. I'm still learning every day. So that's what I try to do. I try to learn something every day, and I try to teach something every day. Each one, reach one, teach one, right? And I tell you what, I lost a lot of money in the stock market, about 6-7 G's last year. I lost it in the stock market. I said, BK, you suck at making money by yourself. So you know what I went and did? I went and got 7,000 of my best friends. And right now we make money together. And as I said, the doors are always open. If you do want to support our community, there are 2 ways to do that. You go to bossofbitcoin.com, right? You see this one nice looking guy on the cover in a suit, G'd up from the feet up, but we won't worry about him right now. So they said somebody's got to be the boss, man. It's a hard job too, I tell you what. But you click on that little button, you go to shop right here. We got 2 things you could buy to support the community. First is the profit package, $25. This is a hand selected list of my top 10. I think this thing honestly is up probably 60% in 2 weeks. You're not going to find that kind of value anywhere else on the internet for $25. I told you, I live in these charts. I understand these charts. I see the energy that the market is communicating through the different charts. And this is my top 10 right now. And it's probably about 50, 60, 70%. Somebody that bought it, if you could tell me, what your pick is up right now, that would be helpful. I think it's a awesome value. I try to make everything cheap enough. That way, if you want it, you have the opportunity to get it. In addition to that, I have a calendar, an open calendar available for you guys. It's $10 to set an appointment. And basically that $10 is guaranteeing that you're going to be there. Because if I said it was free, people would just fill up time and nobody would show up. And then I would actually detract from people that did need the time with me and were willing to pay for it. So it's $10 to set it up. Used to be $25. It's $10 for the next week or so. Confirmation deposit. This is an hour with me. It's $75 after that. So $10 plus $75. And we will have a one-on-one meeting if you wanted to review trades, if you just wanted to understand how this system works, the best websites, platform to use, whatever it is, I'm here for you. I try to make myself accessible to you. So you pay that $10 and that will in turn take you to my personal calendar. It's on Calendly. This is what it looks like. And once you pay that $10, you will get a link emailed to you that opens my personal calendar up. It's one-on-one meeting with BK. So say today is Friday. Say you wanted to do something, Sunday afternoon, late Sunday evening, like 5, Sunday evening. If that time is available, we will find out. Sunday, 6 p.m. Bam, it's just that easy. So you do that, click confirm, boom. We set up a time and you are good to go. I try to make it easy, accessible, and open myself up to you guys. Again, if you want to chat, shout your country out. We are coming to you right now. So with that being said, guys, those are the two things we have to support the community. I think it's a very empowering group. I try to keep it positive, try to keep it informative, try to keep it entertaining, enlightening, and amazing. So if you appreciate that, you know, we do have a few methods for you to support the community through the website, profit package, bam, got it, made a lot of money, and the one-on-one group. I haven't had one complaint about the profit package or one complaint about the one-on-one. In fact, I'm, you know, building out the website to show like some of the endorsements that people have given, because I think it's important for you guys to see that a lot of people are really happy after they purchase. So let's see who we got on the line tonight. I see my man Tom Walker holding it down like a boss. I appreciate you, play Ohio players, man. We holding it down for the OH10, right? Let's see who else we got. Who's in the building with us? We got India is big in the Brazilian. My people in Brazil, what's going on, man? Say what's up to Jesus for me. Or Cristo. Canada, big in the building. Israel, USA, Bermuda Triangle. Okay, I see you out there. Australia, UK, Poland. Big Brian holding it down for the Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Lebanon, England, China, North Carolina, Cali. Vancouver, Egypt. My man said Egypt. Dr. Ahmed, what's going on, man? Hold it down, hold it down. Texas, right? Romania, Wisconsin. Hey, you talking to a Badger right now, Joe Piper, 56, Wisconsin, Barry Alvarez, last generation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Badgers up north. Bama, right? So this is cool, man. This is how we do it. So this is our community. We are global. We live in the charts 24 hours a day. The doors are always open. You know, I try to make it fun. I try to make it entertaining. And I try to keep it enlightening and amazing. So if you appreciate that kind of content, hit that little red button, subscribe, because I try to do it 6-7 days a week. One of the things we have, the opportunity we have, is to liberate ourselves financially. With this crypto game, to swing trade the pluses and the minuses, to maximize our time. We are ahead of 95% of the world. We bought time. This market is only 120 billion. Imagine how much money you will have when it's 300 billion, when it's 3 trillion. So it's just a matter of time before that happens. We literally buy time when we buy into Bitcoin, which is really something for you to think about. You can't do that with the dollar. You actually lose time with the dollar. 3%, 3.6% of your time every year is lost. You know, you got to work twice as hard over 10 years just to maintain working for the dollar due to inflation. It's ridiculous. So with that being said, guys, as you can see, we're a global community. I invite you to come join us. You know what time it is. It's that time of the day. No matter where you stay, from Brazil to the Bay in California, all the way back up through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. I sure do appreciate your time. So just hit that thumbs up button if you appreciate mine. Until we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.